The US Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth has today distanced himself from this particular strike that took place on September the 2nd after the Washington Post revealed that the initial strike targeting an alleged drug boat in the Caribbean didn't kill everyone on board, and it was reported that there were 2 survivors clinging onto the wreckage. And then a second strike was ordered, killing those survivors. And that follow-up strike has raised serious questions and concerns around the country and on both sides of politics about whether or not a war crime was committed by killing those 2 survivors. Now, the Secretary of Defense says while he watched the first strike live, he didn't watch the second strike because he had to go and attend a meeting. And he also says he didn't see any survivors. So while distancing himself from that follow-up strike, he has also defended the admiral he says made the order. He says the admiral was well within his authority to do so and that it was the right call. Here is what Mr. Hegseth had to say.
He sunk the boat, and eliminated the threat. And it was the right call. We have his back, and the American people are safer because narco-terrorists know you can't bring drugs through the water and eventually on land if necessary to the American people. We will eliminate that threat, and we're proud to do it.
President Donald Trump also says he wasn't aware of this follow-up strike that took place. The United States, for the past few months, has been building up its military presence in the region. There are more than a dozen warships and 15,000 troops there. In this operation, it says targeting so-called narco-terrorists bringing drugs into the United States. But there are broader questions around the legality of these strikes that have been taking place in general. The United States has conducted more than 20 strikes, killing more than 80 people in international waters across the Pacific and Caribbean. And there are questions around it because the United States also hasn't provided evidence that these boats are in fact carrying drugs to America. Nevertheless, the Trump administration has doubled down and says these strikes on narco-terrorist boats are only just beginning. And the president again has threatened to expand these strikes on alleged drug traffickers beyond international waters and onto land very soon.